Smite is a third-person multiplayer online battle arena video game developed and published by Hi-Rez Studios for Microsoft Windows. In Smite, players take on the visage of a mythological god and take part in arena combat, using powers and team tactics against other player-controlled gods and non-player-controlled minions. Players are formed into two teams, with 3 or 5 players to each team. All players begin at opposing sides of a map in the spawning pool. Before the players enter their respective lanes, they are granted 1,500 gold to buy starting items. These items consist of special abilities that enhance their gods. There are 3 continuous lanes running from one side of the map to the other. Each lane is defended by a phoenix, which is accompanied by a pair of extra defensive towers. Phoenixes and towers deal a large amount of damage to any enemies that come too close. The players are also accompanied by minions. These minions spawn at the phoenixes every 30 seconds and run along their lane until they meet opposition and attack immediately. Minions will not only attack players and other minions but towers, phoenixes and the titan. Defensive positions will prioritize enemy minions over players, allowing players to attack a tower without receiving damage. Once nearby minions die, the tower will fire upon the enemy player. If a game is going badly for a certain team, then they can decide to surrender, though this requires a majority of the team, 4-1, to agree. Players have to choose a god to play. This is akin to Champions in League of Legends or Heroes in Heroes of New Earth and Dota. Currently players can choose between 50 gods from 7 different pantheons: Chinese, Egyptian, Greek, Hindu, Roman, Mayan and Norse mythology. 2 players on the same team cannot choose the same god, with the exception of specialty matches which rotate daily, although they are free to choose gods from the same mythology. The player controls their god in a third-person perspective, which is a unique characteristic of this multiplayer online battle arena game, as other games of this genre are typically played from a top-down perspective. Each god has a basic attack and 4 spells with varying effects, such as area of effect damage, crowd control buffs and many more. These spells are acquired and upgraded when a player's god levels up by gaining experience from being in range of creeps when they are killed, taking down towers or phoenixes and killing enemy players. The maximum level is 20 and each successive level is harder to reach. Gold, which is used to buy equipment that increase power, defense, and passive effects, potions, wards and abilities, is accumulated through standard periodic income, by gaining experience, or by selling owned items. The large areas between the lanes make up what is called the jungle, where computer-controlled monsters periodically spawn at specific locations distributed symmetrically across the map. Killing these monsters causes a buff to drop on the ground where it can be picked up by a player. This buff grants the player one of the following buffs for a limited time, depending on which monster was killed: mana regen and cooldown reduction bonus, damage, basic damage and power bonus, or speed, attack and movement speed bonus. There are 2 special new troll monsters who spawn less frequently: the Fire Giant and the Gold Fury. When killed, they grant the entire team who killed it a powerful damage buff for a medium length of time or a set amount of gold, respectively. There also exist monsters which do not offer a buff, only experience and gold.